Welcome back to Lopes Lately, your go-to spot for the latest on what's happening in Lope country. I'm Gabrielle Gonzales.
And I'm Madeline Murray. As we step into February, we have exciting upgrades on campus and a look into how the Lopes are spreading the love.
The votes are in, and we now know who the GCU student body president and vice president will be for the 2025-2026 school year.
Reporter Sophia Vernig is following this story and joins us now to fill us in.
Hey guys, Tucker Hudson will be president and Diane Nasibog will be vice president starting in the fall. On Friday, they found out they won after 3 days of voting. They beat out Everett Ross and Ashley Cote. Cote is the current student body president. Candidates campaigned throughout last week. You may have noticed tablings like this one on Lopes Way. Voting took place in person and online through the GCU Life app. I'm Sophia Vernig with Lopes Lately.
Student body leadership isn't the only change happening on campus. This construction site directly across from the Salt and Verde River Apartments will be the Gila River Apartments, GCU's 18th student housing complex. The building will feature 7 floors of 4-bedroom apartments with select 3-bedroom options. Students will begin moving in at the start of the 2025-2026 school year. And right down the street, another building is opening their doors.
It will provide space for a partnership between GCU Public Safety and the Phoenix Police Department. Reporter Miles McLean joins us with a look.
This building here is on 27th Ave and Coulter, right outside campus, in the heart of an area that GCU and Phoenix Police want to continue to make safer. Introducing a brand new GCU Police Precinct. This facility will be revolutionary for the GCU PD, offering advanced resources such as real-time crime analysis, enhanced training, and vast information sharing capabilities. I spoke with Police Chief Mark Heimel about the improvements.
So there's really 3 big things. It's a deterrence when you see additional Phoenix officers on campus. Also, when we have that intelligence component and the information sharing, there's typically nothing that happens around campus that we don't know about, and vice versa.
These state-of-the-art improvements not only affect campus, but also allows the GCU PD to further impact the area around them in positive ways.
I think the community, I've already heard from the community loves it. I think for the most part, our student body is really appreciative of it. But we want to be closer out here to 27th Avenue and have more of an impact.
A grand opening event is scheduled for February 11th from 10:30 a.m. to noon, and Lopes are encouraged to come out and support the brand new police precinct. Reporting for Lopes Lately, I'm Miles McLean.
The Diary of Anne Frank is the College of Arts and Media's latest theater offering. Anne's story of survival and hope is something the cast and crew want to make sure are never forgotten.
We hear stories, but we don't hear all the stories. In fact, the other night at our preview, I heard somebody say, I didn't know this story, and I was so surprised that somebody didn't know the story of Anne Frank.
Why didn't you ever come over?
The actors portraying these people like the real people that they were. They were real people, they had real relationships, and the cast has done a really great job of establishing that, and we have to keep telling this story. People have to know what happened.
Show times for Anne Frank are February 7th and 8th at 7:30 p.m. and February 9th at 2 p.m. To buy tickets, go to gcutickets.evenue.net. From plays in the theater to plays on the court, our Lopes are staying busy.
Yes, exciting things are happening with many of our teams, and Lindsey Steele has our sports update.
It's been a busy and exciting week for sports in Lope Country. Starting off, men's basketball is officially back on top after impressive wins against Seattle U and Utah Valley this past week. ESPN was back at GCU Thursday night for the Seattle U game, and students were fired up for another national TV broadcast. Tyon Grant Foster led all scorers with 24 points, which led to him getting his 1,000th career point. The Lopes went on to win it 83-74. That excitement carried over into Saturday's game when GCU beat Utah Valley 75-57 to give the Lopes a share of first place in the Western Athletic Conference. The Lopes head out on the road for the next 3 games before returning home on February 22nd. The GCU women's basketball team is riding a record 19-game winning streak, which is second in the nation after wins at Seattle and Utah Valley. with Trinity San Antonio leading the Lopes in scoring both games. The first place Lopes return home for the next 3, where they're a perfect 14-0 on their home court starting Saturday at 2 p.m. against California Baptist. Swinging into the next sport, baseball is getting set for the start of their season. And to get ready, they hosted an alumni game this past weekend that welcomed former players dating back to the 1970s for some friendly but competitive baseball at Brazel Field. MLB Network will broadcast the Lopes home opener against Vanderbilt on February 14th. So remember, pack the park. First pitch is set for 6 p.m. Over to the women, softball is also getting ready to start up their season, and the Lopes are already on top with projections. Sophomore Savannah Kirk was picked preseason player of the year, and senior Megan Golden was named preseason pitcher of the year. Make sure you head over to the softball field for their first games against Northern Illinois on February 6th at 3:30 p.m. and 6 p.m. And finally, GCU Golf Course General Manager Jesse Mueller will tee it up again at the upcoming Waste Management Open, taking place February 3rd to February 9th at TPC Scottsdale. That's all for sports this week in Lope Country. I'm Lindsey Steele. Back to you, Madeline and Gabrielle.
If watching all those sports highlights makes you want to have something nutritious, we have some good news.
If you like Nektar like I do, you can now build your own smoothie bowl.
Yeah, someone pitched a story in our last editorial meeting and our entire Lopes Lately team lost their mind. We are so excited about this.
At the Nektar location in the Rivers, you can now build your own smoothie bowls. First, you start with choosing your smoothie base. Then you can choose your own toppings. They have ingredients like house-made cashew milk, acai, fresh fruit, and a variety of superfood add-ons.
It looks so good. I can't wait to go try it.
Right?
Speaking of something sweet, Valentine's Day is right around the corner.
One student is making it extra special with a musical message you won't forget. Reporter Greenlee Clark has the story.
You may have heard the sound of music around campus, not from a concert or a speaker, but from a fellow Lope delivering a special message. Meet Declan Gill, a freshman at GCU who turned a late-night TikTok idea into a fun little side hustle.
My mom had always said, like, you should just, like, go sing to people, and I was like, whatever. And then I was bored, so I posted it to this TikTok, and it really actually flopped at first. I've never gotten, like, 10 likes in 2 days, but that did, and then all of a sudden, tons of people wanted them. Like, yeah, so it kind of just skyrocketed from there.
His service isn't limited to GCU. Students at ASU can also order a telegram through the link in his bio.
So in my link tree, which is in the bio of all of my social medias, there is a Google form where you can click on, and then it'll have like tons of prompts like ASU, GCU, all those things, and then you can just answer it all there. And then typically I DM you on Instagram just to like further discuss it.
From a birthday celebration to a Valentine special, you never know where Declan might show up. He could be anywhere around campus, or even right at your door. Neighbors crowd around to watch, and students recognize him as he live streams his deliveries, making people smile one song at a time.
Come on, come on, come on, shake it for the back.
I just thought it was super fun and so sweet, and I really liked it.
Love Me by Justin Bieber, that's my favorite like Valentine song. I love singing that to people. So I'm waiting for someone to order that, and then anything from Tate McRae, you'll get a good performance.
Baby, I've been there.
Valentine's Day is 2 weeks away. Don't be broke first or greedy. There's still time to show your sweetheart she's all I want to be. I'm Greenlee Clark with Lopes Lately.
If you would like to send your loved one or friend a special song this Valentine's Day, visit Declan's Instagram and TikTok at Declan Gill.
I love the idea of sending a musical Valentine because it can be so tricky trying to come up with ideas on how to make that special someone know how truly special they are. We asked fellow students what they plan on doing.
Probably stay home, play video games.
My plans this year are to support our Lopes by going to the men's volleyball game and the men's baseball team.
Yeah, we're planning on doing like a Galentine's Day, maybe a movie, some popcorn, chocolate, you know, the whole shebang.
I'm actually flying out to Miami on Valentine's Day, so I'm gonna be with my parents.
All right, so I'm gonna treat myself to Valentine's Day. You know, it's really Independence Day. Gonna treat myself, eat lots of cookies, probably hang out with my family, and yeah, Valentine's Day.
Probably pickleball and go to the gym because no one will be there. Supporting my GCU baseball team, aka the Lopes, playing Vanderbilt season opener.
Plan for Valentine's Day is me and my girlfriend, we're gonna fly to New York City. We're gonna go see Jordan Fisher and Rainn Wilson on Broadway. They're starring in Urinetown. And then we're gonna fly back here. So yeah, it's gonna be super fun.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Lopes Lately.
Make sure to follow us on YouTube and Instagram at GCU FBC. Remember to shoot us a note if you have a story you'd like us to cover as well.
I'm Gabrielle Gonzales.
And I'm Madeline Murray. And this is Lopes Lately.